Hello everyone. So this is my first character that I had when I originally started playing the game, and I am approximately right about where you would start building your first base home when you come out of the Cinder Vault. So this character, I've never really changed the area in which she lives, but she has a couple other properties too. She's kind of a wealthy tank warrior fighter person. So, anyways, I just got done building this barn that's behind me here. Sits on my property, and the reason why I built it is because when this next update comes in, we're going to have livestock and stuff. So, little workstation in here, still kind of putting things together a little bit. Nice little fireplace. And then if you go upstairs, big storage room. And then this is looking at the side of my place. So we'll go around this way here. We're on the outside of my property line. I mean, it still goes for a ways out. You can see where I've built up at where that goat's at. That's the end of the property line right here. Looking back at my place. And I have my sentries all the way around the place. And apparently I have a goat that decided that it's safer to be with me. So, yep, anybody comes up to the gates, they have to answer to them. And this is that little village that's super lootable, that's close by when you first start. I decided to not put a archway in here since I have one down there with those guards. And then my property extends out to the edge of where that wall is built. So I decided to box in the rift raft. That's what we'll call them, the rift raft. The gate here that is out of the hollow halls. I'm not positive I'm going to leave that there. It's a little big. But I left the cart and everything else out here. And then we'll come around to what is the front of my place. So I marked it here with columns so I would know roughly how far out my property line extends. And then this was a mountain or mountain hill, but it was obstructing my view from my patio and stuff. So, that had to go. But this is my complex. And we'll come up here. Don't have swinging gates in the game yet, but this is one of my gardens. It's been a big work in progress. see how I use different elements and things, flowers, shrubbery. The idea is to give you the feeling of being in a mansion type of setting in a barbaric, hostile landscape. The white glowstone, I really like that. I think it really accents nicely. And then this is the private garden that I'm facing. This is where I grow all my vegetables, herbs, and plants. And then it extends out that way. So I have things set up in like some different zones around the property as well. A couple benches. That way you can sit down and admire the night or evening time. And this was my first attempt at putting in what would be basically like a koi pond or a little fish pond. See, she looks really comfortable sitting here in her home. All the trees on the property I've planted. And then we come over here and I have a modest swimming pool. I like to think it's modest. And then a nice little fire pit area. We can come out with friends and sit and have drinks. Have 2 wells. Here's my planters. And I've been utilizing the vines. You can see on the edge of the upper patio and then on these columns. This house, if you look at it, you're going to see that there's a mismatch of different types of elements as far as the pillars go. It was just because when I was building it, I was experimenting and I just kind of decided to leave it the way it is. Another area to get water. Alright, and then looking back out towards the barn. And then I have another fire pit area out here. You can see this is more like the desert areas with the desert types of trees. And then that balcony up there is my private bedroom balcony. Looks like it's just starting to get to be daylight. I'm going to put a winding pathway in through here. Alright, so now we'll go inside and take a look. And I wanted to mention too, my spouse found this out today. She's been working on her place, but as you can see in my upper left hand corner, I now have comfort level 75. And I'll tell you how I got that. We got that because they fixed the king size beds. And that bed does not stack or stacks with the other ones. So in other words, the Palm single size bed, that they had, that used to be the highest. Well, that one and the king size Palm bed actually worked together. So my comfort level went from 70 in all of my places to 75 today, which means I have an hour and 25 minutes. So I'm excited. And then when I was building this place, I intentionally turned the flame shrine so that way I would be looking into my place when I spawn and come up. Yes, you can name your homesteads. So we have a guard at the front door. And then over here we have the huntress. Little seating area in case if you're having to wait for her for something. And you come into her little house, or part of the house. So, nice and cozy. And then right over here, I'm going to shut this door because I don't want the goat coming inside of the house. There we go. Yep, so right over here, we have the blacksmith. He's all set up, ready to go. So, looks a little cranky. I probably should get him a cup of coffee or something. Nice little sitting area out here. I put the window in so that way the huntress and the blacksmith can sit there and chit chat. Then I have a little display of some of the weapons I like on the wall. I've got more upstairs. And this is the alchemist room. And of course he has his own entrance from the outside so he can go out and pick herbs and flowers and stuff for making things. Looks like he's been reading over here. And then we have a nice little sitting area in case there's company. I have not noticed that I don't believe they have fixed the iron trophies yet. I did not notice a boost, so I would have thought they would have done that at the same time. This is my kitchen area. Have an attendant sits there and helps to cook. And then, see, I keep some of my vegetables and prepared foods up there, and then the bottom one is all my meats and anything that's been cooked. And then she has a nice room. Of course, you want to be nice to the cook, because if you're not nice to the cook, you're not going to get good food. So I do need to get her a couple of rugs in here. I've already been through the Revelwood. She's a little slow. Alright. Originally I had her with that nest bed, but it just really didn't look right in here. So I switched it out. I decided to be nice to her. But this is her place. This is the bard, who I really wish they would let her play through her songs. And of course the collector. I like to call him Crowley for some reason. That name just kind of sticks with me. But this is his place. That's his bed there. a little cramped, but it's not bad for him. And I keep everything stored on both sides underneath the stairs going upstairs. And here we have the carpenter. So, probably one of the most essential people in the game, in my opinion. Oh, well, I'm standing here in front of him. So, scroll down here to the king size bed. Alright, so that's the king size bed. And you can see they haven't fixed it completely in the game yet as far as putting the tag on, because it doesn't show, you know, what the comfort bonus is. But remember, the palmwood bed was +6, so I'm guessing that this bed is probably at least a +7. It would be my assumption. I've been known to be wrong. You can just ask my spouse about that. And then we have our little workshop. So when you come in from being outside, dungeoning and gardening and stuff, I need to put a wash basin down here. That would be good. Okay, so now we'll go upstairs. As soon as you come up, I have another attendant over there by the fireplace. And then some of my collections. The red armor, that is the one that you find if you know where to look inside of the Kindle Waste hollowed halls. Somebody else had already done a video on it, on how to find all of the pieces. And if I hadn't watched it, I never would have found it. This is one of my little patios. I like it. I'm down in Texas. We don't have color of any type down here as far as trees. It's either green or dead. Sorry. So anyways, this reminds me of being up north, you know, northern Indiana, maybe Minnesota, maybe even pushing up into Canada. Alright, we'll go back in. I have a nice bathroom, have another attendant. I like the tree. I kept the tree. It just looks natural somehow coming through that wall. Nice bathroom. I'll probably hang one of those curtains here. You know, that way people don't see you when you're sitting on the toilet. Oh, and by the way, you can actually sit on the toilet. So this is my upstairs fireplace. Another attendant. I like it. It's nice and comfy. And then this is my bedroom. Nice big spacious place. I might put some storage in up there above it. Some place where I can sit there and write or read a book if I want. Yeah, king size bed is a little too big for my little room, but hey, you know, it gives you that level. And then my personal little deck area. Alright. Now we'll come back in this way and we'll go straight across here. So, one of my friends who plays with me on a regular basis, he's a mage. So, and I'm the tank. But this is his room. See, it's got a wand over there. I'm going to put some more staves and stuff on the wall. That way he feels comfortable and safe. I believe this outfit is like an apprentice. So that kind of just made sense to assign him to the spare bedroom. And then you can see the architectural design I did on the ceiling. You know, I wanted to put beams in here. Most homes with this type of open floor plan would have some type of beam system in it. But I wanted to break it up so it didn't look too blah. Blah. Yeah, blah is a good word. Okay, so now this is a hallway. This is going to have a couple chairs up here eventually. Maybe some things on the walls. It's kind of small space, but it serves its purpose. And then we come in, and you can see it's my little collection. And then I have another balcony here. I like this little balcony because I can see all around the front side of my place. I actually can't wait till we get the people in. Not our NPCs, but just people, I guess, that are going to be able to follow us after we, I'm assuming, rescue them. And then they're supposed to come back to your village with you, and I don't know, maybe they'll help do gardening or, you know, go out and collect things for you, chop wood down, who knows. Not really sure what the intention behind them will be. The Cyclopses are crazy. No matter which one it is, the eyeball follows you wherever you go. I have way too much fun with that. Come back downstairs. So this is my house, and it started out being very small and just made out of the materials that I could find, you know. And then over the last, how long has this game been out? 9.5 months, 10 months that I've been playing it. You know, I've just been steadily adding to it. But, the farm animals would be nice to have, you know, in the game. Flowers. The way you can get flowers packed in like this is you plant a few rows of flowers, you know, and then what you do is when they are grown, you can actually put starts in between them. I mean, I even have mushrooms down in here too. And that's how you can get multiple layers of flowers in an area. So, like the yellow flowers and then these blue ones, you know, I planted them. Once they grew, then I put the lavender flowers in and the chamomile. And I forget what those red ones back here are called. Yeah, that one there. But, so yeah, this is my place. Pretty nice and pretty quiet. I'm also hoping that maybe we'll have the opportunity when they bring the expansion out that have more trees. Honestly, I wouldn't mind being able to put trees from the Revelwood in out here. You know, currently, right now, the largest trees are these ones out of the desert, these palms. mean, that is the biggest tree that you can have right now. So, anyways, this is what I wanted to show you, was my place, my starter house. I now have 3 characters. Each character has their own little world, and each character has roughly, let's see here. So I got this place, and then I actually have a tree house. It's called the Blackmire Tree House. Pretty nice place. I'm going to do a video on it because I'm getting ready to expand it. This is the bed and breakfast place. I'll do that another time. There's Fort Kelvin, where Godzilla's at. In fact, we can go pop in and see how he is. Godzilla is my tribute. I am a huge Godzilla fan. And for Halloween, you know, trick-or-treating and stuff, I got to thinking about it, and I thought, wow, this is going to be really fun because, you know, everybody likes to say that they're going to trick you or something like this, you know, and Godzilla is what you would say pure, unadulterated rage, unbridled. And the reason for picking this area, hopefully my screen loads here pretty quickly. There we go. And he has good dental hygiene. Nice, bright, shiny, pearly white teeth. But the reason why I picked this place is, if we go over here, on this side of the building, up above me is a book. I don't think I destroyed the book, but it should still be here. Yes, here it is. So if you read this book, it says, "The earth quakes. Reports from beneath Fort Kelvin are true. Creatures unseen burrow here and have become a threat to our survival. They dig upwards, shaking the ground. Do we abandon our posts for the shrouded wilds outside our walls, or stand and fight the creatures coming from below? We must keep this place safe. After all, Fort Kelvin is our last stand." So, I thought it was very befitting. Godzilla's trick-or-treating, and these poor saps, they didn't bring him no candy. So he's been torching the place, setting it on fire as he comes stomping through. And he is huge too. I think I used about 5,000 of the bark. So his body is comprised mainly of just rough block. So you can see some of the rough block still here. But that's what makes his skeletal system up. And then I put fingers on him, and then to draw a highlight to the fingers, you know, I put the glowy green stones on it. But he's definitely been in for a pedicure because he's got nice shiny white finger claws on his feet. This is his tail. You can kind of start seeing the size of him compared to me. He's pretty tall. I do have a video out on this. You guys might want to, take a look at it, and please vote for it because I did enter Godzilla in the Halloween contest. So please, hit your likes. I have only one other place, and that's the Desert Overlook. So that is it for this evening, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching, and make sure you hit the like button.